So hello guys, and welcome to Makomondi TV once more. And today is when is today? Today is 5th of May, the year 2023, and I'm going to hit you with another episode about an interesting event that is happening in Kentucky, Louisville to be precise, in the United States. It's a very big event that apparently attracts a lot of international attention that you guys need to know about. And it's none other than the Kentucky Derby. Yes, you heard me right, Kentucky Derby. So if you didn't know about it, this is the best time to sit back, get glued to this episode so that you get to know about this event, and feel free to also Google to know more about it. It's called the Kentucky Derby. So for those who don't know, the Kentucky Derby is an annual horse racing event. Usually happens on the first Saturday of May every year, for information. So this being this coming Saturday, which is in fact tomorrow, and that's the reason as to why I'm doing this video ahead of it, is going to be the first Saturday of May 2023, and the event happens at Churchill Downs in Louisville, Kentucky, in the United States. And it's a very big event that attracts as many as over 1 million attendants every year. So the race is the first leg of the Triple Crown of the Thoroughbred racing, usually followed by the Preakness Stakes and the Belmont Stakes. The Kentucky Derby is one of the most prestigious horse races in the world, if you didn't know, and is steeped in history and tradition. I'm sure you want to know how this all started. Where did this event come from? So the history of the Kentucky Derby dates back to way back as far as back as 1875, when it was first held at Churchill Downs, the same place where it's still held to date. And the race was founded by a gentleman called Meriwether Lewis Clark Jr., the grandson of William Clark, who was half of the famous explorers Lewis and Clark. So Clark Jr. was inspired by the Epsom Derby in England. He traveled over there and then wanted to create a similar event in the US as well. And that was when Kentucky Derby was actually born. And the first Kentucky Derby actually had 15 horses racing over a distance of 1.5 miles, roughly 2.5 kilometers. So the race was won by a horse named Aristides, ridden by jockey Oliver Lewis. The Kentucky Derby has since become known as the Run of the Roses due to the garland of roses presented to the winning horse. I actually really wished I would attend the event, but from what I've gathered is that it's usually very crowded since there are too many attendants, and unless you have a special ticket, which might cost you as much as of course as much as over $1,000 US, you really wouldn't have the best view of the event. So that's why I just decided I'll research more about it and share with you guys whatever I'll be able to gather. I wish I had the opportunity to go and do a video for you guys, but I'm sure I'll give you all the information that you need about the event, so that in the subsequent years it's very easy for you to make a decision on whether to attend one or not. So over the years, the Kentucky Derby has become an iconic event, drawing very large crowds and media attention from around the world. It's not just a Kentucky event, it's a global event, which I actually didn't know until I came to the US. The race has featured many memorable moments, including Secretariat's record-breaking win in 1973. That was close to 100 years since its inception, and the famous photo finish between a farmed and Aleida in 1978. Those are just some of the memoirs about what has happened over time in the event. So this Kentucky Derby is open to 3-year-old thoroughbred horses, just so you know, and the race features a distance of 1.25 miles, approximately 2 kilometers on a dirt track. The race is limited to 20 horses, with the top finishers in other races earning points towards qualifying for the Kentucky Derby. The lead up to the Kentucky Derby is a week-long festival in Louisville known as the Kentucky Derby Festival. And having lived in Louisville for a few months now, I can tell you for the past 2 to 3 weeks, it's been nothing but the mood around Louisville generally has been nothing but about the Kentucky Derby Festival. Like there are motorbikes moving around, there's just too many events happening around. There was one that I showed you about a week ago, just in preparation of this major event tomorrow. So it's been a beehive of events, and it happens like that year in, year out. It's not an event that happens just like that. There are a lot of sub-events that lead to the main event. And even right now, I'm at the university where I'm studying. Even though it's summer break, it's expected, but clearly there is no one around here. Apparently everyone, at least the few friends I know, most of them, you talk to them, they're telling you we are ready for tomorrow. So let's go back to what I was telling you about the Kentucky Derby. So on the race day, which is tomorrow, the gates open very early and attendees dress up in elaborate outfits, including the famous Kentucky Derby hats. I would want to know how those hats look like. The race itself lasts for just 2 minutes, but it is one of the most exciting and intense 2 minutes in sports. The winning horse is presented with the garland of roses, and the jockeys awarded the Kentucky Derby trophy. The Kentucky Derby has also faced controversy over the years, including accusations of animal cruelty and drug use. That's expected for such an event that attracts international attention. It's expected to be marred with certain controversies. And in recent years, measures have been taken to improve the safety and welfare of horses, including increased drug testing and the use of softer dirt tracks. Despite these controversies, the Kentucky Derby remains a beloved event that attracts thousands of people to Louisville every year. The race is not only a showcase for elite thoroughbred horses, but is also a celebration of Kentucky culture and traditions. For those who want to have a taste of the Kentucky culture and traditions, you can't be left behind. If you can plan to attend this event in the future, please do. It's one of the most exciting ones, at least from what I've heard, because personally I've not attended, but I've spoken to a couple of guys who have attended the event in the past. Of course, I've done a bit of research about the event itself, the history, just what I've shared with you guys. So basically, it's a very big event. So the Kentucky Derby is a part of American history, and its legacy will continue to inspire future generations of horse racing enthusiasts. I hope this gives you an insight of what to expect tomorrow. For those of you who already booked the tickets, I think I learned about the tickets when it was too late. The rates were quite high. Not given that I really wanted a good view of the event, I needed to cough some huge amount of $1,000, and since it's something I had not planned for, I decided to keep off. But in 2024, trust you me, I will be there to see it for myself. I'll give you a full video of the event in 2024. See you guys in my next video. Feel free to leave your comments. Enjoy.